The world has turned and left me here, right where I was before you appeared. And in your space, an empty place has filled the void behind my face. You ever listen to songs like that? You wonder, like, some deep stuff was going on there. Like, you're really thinking, like, wow, that's pretty deep. That was Weezer. That's a really old song from Weezer. It's funny how you can take a song like that and you go, what exactly was he trying to say? It's had a birthday. Had a birthday just the other day, and gosh, man, I can't post anything. I just wanted to post a picture of my wife's cake she made. She had like Deadpool and Wolverine having a fight, and they were covered in blood. It was blood icing, dude. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, what? She like surprised me, like, so I came through the door and she's like filming me to get my reaction from like what I was seeing. And I'm like, dude, that's the first thing I thought in my head. I'm like, is that blood icing? And why does Wolverine's claws have cherries on them? It's like, only Sippy, dude. She is crazy. Anyway, but it's like the older, I was just thinking this the other day, the older I get, the more I miss what I didn't know was going to disappear. What I didn't know. That's deep. The older I get, the more I miss what I didn't know was going to disappear. I had to think about that a few times. Like, it was the things that have just vanished that I miss the most. Things I used to do. Things that used to be normal. Like my kids, we did a house phone, and the kids, it's funny to see their reactions. We don't do phone, they don't do cell phones in school and stuff. So to get a phone call from their friend that it's out of school and having them talk on the phone and stuff, that's just normal stuff. And it's just crazy the way that things were back then versus the things there are now. There's so many things. Like social media was like the television. You would sit down in front of a television. I was telling the wife the other day, a lot of people don't even know what TV was even, it's tonight, the now, like television. When it first come out, it was tell-o-vision. It was telling a vision. Somebody telling a vision. It's like you're visualizing the story. That's what it was all about. It's television. And most people don't even think about it like that. It's like nowadays, it's normal. It's just TV, Anyway, it's just the weird stuff. I mean, it's just little things. But I came on here to warn you. I'm sorry. I'm digressing again. And there's probably somebody out there already typing, "Stop singing." I don't care. But I don't post the whole like wish me a happy birthday thing. I just do the whole like, it's the you guys need to see this kind of thing. It's one of those like, wow. Anyway, only for me. There you go. Wish y'all could have been here. Anyway, so and that more negative side of things, I've been keeping track of like I connect with feeds of all kinds of stuff that you guys probably don't keep up with. I keep up with. There's all the different. Ever since this thing with oil has happened, one of the biggest things, one of the biggest threats, and I said if out of all the doomsday prepperage out there, the people that make those shows showing all the stuff that they have, and I'm preparing for a societal collapse, or I'm preparing. I'm preparing for it. It's like the multitude of number of people. Like it's just a overpopulation of the earth. Dude had like bows and stuff. That's probably my favorite one, with the guy with the bows. Everybody was training with bows. I thought that was the coolest one. But that dude was more on point than most of the other episodes I'd ever watched in my life. But anyway, I digress. This my version would be the collapse of oil. That would be my scenario, the collapse of oil, and the trickle effects of what would happen after the collapse of oil. And I had done a number on it, and some other major YouTube universe and news outlets actually took my theory and featured me on their platforms about my collapse of oil theory. And they were like, bro, it's like, when I got the word of it, I was like, wow, I can't believe they actually, well, it's definitely something y'all need to talk about because it's important. But I was featured for all that, and I was surprised. But what we're going through right now, I've been keeping track of like you've got the people out there that saying that it's going to be big, it's going to be glorious, it's going to be fantastic, there's going to be oil prices are going to go down, you know, the price of gas at the pump's going to go down, but they're not telling you. That's just little feeds. That's little feeds here and there. They're not telling you what's actually going on. Wow. All these other places around us are running out of oil. They're all running out of oil. Cuba had announced we've ran out of oil for diesel and gas completely. They're completely out. India is completely out. They're out. There's other places. There's plenty of places that are completely out. Right now, we have this situation. Everyone is around us is literally running out. China's running out. Everyone's running out. And we are Operation Warp Speed for oil, for refining it and making our own fuel. And there are refineries catching fire and exploding. They're not talking about it on the news. You can Google it yourself, look it up. There's refineries in the United States that are just catching fire and blowing up. They can't do what we all thought was capable of happening, and it's not. It's kind of starting to. And then the refineries, I have to keep up with this stuff because I want to know from the horse's mouth the truth. I want to know what's going on. They're making major announcements that within the next few months there is going to be a total disaster, that they can't manage to make this magic happen, the magical, cutting all the red tape out, so we had a lot of red tape, environmental stuff in place for oil refining and all that stuff. They were going to chop that, we've already abolished all that. So we can cheat and make it however we want to make it now. Well, they can't do it. Even though they've done away with all the red tape, drilling, they've done away with the red tape for all of it, they can't do it. They can't keep up. And they're starting to break the news to everybody else, but nobody wants to talk about it because that's bad news. Nobody wants to hear the bad news. They want to hear the good news. They want to hear that everything's going to be great, everything's going to be awesome, and everything, we're kicking butt and taking names, but it's not going to happen that way. And nobody's talking about it. It's just sad. It's sad when I read what they're saying, the refinery people are saying in their headlines, in their post, and no one out there is sharing it. I'm like, wow, you didn't see what he just said? He said in the next 3 months, we're going to be out. Yeah. And we can see the prices of this go to triple as to what it was. You got to be kidding me. That's crazy. No one's even talking about that. Like, it blows my mind. All right. One more thing. Let's shift gears. This Havana virus thing. Let's go back to this virus thing. Now, one thing that I pointed out is this was a conversation between me and Sippy. Sippy's an ER trauma nurse. She knows all about stuff, especially when it comes to medical and viruses and how ridiculous things can be. Nobody wants to hear us tell you that everything's going to be all right. They want to hear you. They want to hear us tell you that everything's going to be horrible and bad and you're all going to die. But that's not what we tell you. So the thing is, but have you noticed? Yeah, there's so much uptick in media for this stuff and fear mongering and stuff that's come out over this. I haven't been making a big deal about that stuff. But you need to keep in mind the conspiracy. And I'm usually right about these things. Go back every 6 years from 2026. Go back every 6 years and check out the viruses. All of the viruses. And go back every 6 years and put in 2020 virus, COVID. Go 6 years back from there. Just keep doing that and watch. Every 6 years there's a new virus. Every 6 years there is a new war. It's crazy. It's wild stuff, man. The sixes. Just go back. It'll blow your mind. Another thing, look at the COVID thing. Let's go back to COVID for a minute. Remember when there was like a case? There was like a case and they were talking about this new COVID thing. There was a case, one case. And then there was, what did they say? There was 8 states monitoring for it. Nothing yet. Then, now I know the Wuhan thing. You don't have to tell me about the lab and all that. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about here. Remember how it happened? There was like a case. Then the 8 states started monitoring stuff for anything they could find. Then there was a Princess cruise ship full of infected passengers with COVID. Then they brought them back and they brought them to the centers to hold them in quarantine. Then, y'all remember what happened after that? Boom! Lockdowns everywhere to slow the curve. We had to do like a week. Then, week turned into years. Just saying. Y'all remember that? Just wanted to remind all of y'all, if you're keeping up, you better start jotting that stuff down. Pay attention, because I got a feeling it all boils down to an oil crisis. And I got a feeling that they're going to find a way to keep us put. And they really want to push for some cheap EVs too. I got a feeling it's going to come down to that. China wouldn't want anything more than to push their cheap EVs. Oh, $12,000 for an EV. Well, there's the kicker. When by the time it gets here, it's about $30,000 for an EV. They don't tell you that. They'll tell you it's this over here, but by the time it gets to us, it ain't that price anymore. Y'all keep your head on a swivel, and God bless y'all. And please share the video for me.